Hello children, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is reproduction in animals. All living things ultimately die. However, life continues from generation to generation because there is a process that takes place in living beings. We call that life process as reproduction. As there are many different life processes taking place in our body, such as nutrition, respiration, excretion. Similarly, there is another life process, we call it as reproduction. So how can we define reproduction? It is a process by which an organism produces offsprings. Offsprings means young ones that are biologically or genetically similar to the parent organism. Biologically means the physical appearance. Genetically means inside the genes that will be similar to the parent organism or to the parent. So that process is called reproduction. In simple language we can say reproduction is the process by which living things produce young ones of their own kind. In a living organism, if one of the organ systems such as digestive, circulatory or excretory stops working, the organism will die. But the reproductive system is not needed for the organism to stay alive. Without reproduction also, without the functioning of reproductive system also, a living being can survive. As you remember, in the previous class we have learned about reproduction in plants, where we have discussed reproduction broadly can be of two types, that is asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. So here you can see what is sexual reproduction. The word sexual has come from sex. So among the multicellular organisms, many of the organisms are having individual sex. Some organisms are male, some organisms are female. In case of human beings also, we are unisexual organisms. That means a particular individual has only one sex. Either he is a male or she, if I say she is a female. So here when two individuals of different sexes are involved in producing their own kind, we call that reproduction as sexual reproduction. It is a process in which organisms are created by combining the genetic information from two individuals of different sexes. That means a male and female individual of the same species. Of the same species, I said. Species means group of similar individuals which can reproduce their own kind, which will breed and reproduce their own kind. That group of individuals are called as species. In higher animals like that of reptiles, mammals, etc., there is a special system called as reproductive system in both male and females. In both male and females, they have special reproductive system which helps in carrying out the sexual reproduction. Now in human beings, if we see, we will discuss about the reproductive system of males in human. If you see the diagram here, the two reproductive organs in males, or I can say the male reproductive system has got mainly testes, a pair of testes. These two are testes, the pair of testes, and sperm ducts. These ducts are called as sperm ducts which carry the sperms, and this is penis. So the male reproductive system in humans consists of a pair of testes, sperm ducts, ducts means tube-like structure, and penis. These testes are main in producing the male reproductive cells, or we can call them as male gametes. These testes help in producing the male gametes. We call that male gametes or male reproductive cells as sperms. These sperms, which are produced in the testes, are carried through the sperm ducts, to the urethra, which passes through the muscular penis. This is called penis. Okay. So this is the structure of our human male reproductive system. So the male reproductive cells produced by testes are called as sperms. Sperms are microscopic. What do you mean by microscopic? Means very small. To see this we need a microscope. It is a single cell. Microscopic means to observe it we need a microscope. It is motile. Motile means it can move, or it is also called as a male reproductive cell or male gamete. What does it consist of? What is it made up of? It is made up of head. This region is called head. The broad end is called head, and the middle, somewhat lesser than the head, the thickness, that is called middle piece. This area is called middle piece, and this is tail. So the sperm, each sperm has got how many parts? 3 parts: head, middle piece and tail. The tail helps the sperms for swimming, for making it to move, and the sperm helps in transferring the genetic material to the female body during the mating. Mating means when male animal and female animal with its partner, that means when both the partners of the same species, they meet each other for the sake of reproduction, we call it as mating. During the process of mating, the males will release the sperms into the female body. The males will release the sperms into the female body for the process of fertilization. Now let us study about the female reproductive system in human. If you see the diagram here, it consists of pair of ovaries. Pair means 2. It has got 2 ovaries. You can see here 2 ovaries are given here. Diagram is labeled here. 2 ovaries are there, which are connected to the uterus. This broad area is called uterus. This area is called uterus. In the uterus, this area is called uterus. In the uterus, the development of the young one takes place. Development of the young one takes place in the uterus, and the ovaries will be connected to the uterus through the tube-like structure called as fallopian tube, or we also call it as oviducts. Oviduct, duct means tube. So fallopian tubes or oviducts connects the ovaries to the uterus. So whenever the ovary will produce the female gamete, so what is the function of ovary? Ovary produces the female gamete. That female gamete is called ovum or unfertilized egg. Ovum or unfertilized egg. So then oviduct will collect the ovum from the ovary and pass it to uterus. And the lower side of the uterus we call it as cervix. This area is called cervix. Cervix is connected to the next part. Narrow passage is called vagina, which connects the outside with uterus. So this is the structure of our female reproductive system in humans, that is consisting of pair of ovaries, oviducts and uterus. So each ovum, how does it look? Ovum is a single cell which is spherical in nature, round in shape, that is spherical means round in shape. It is microscopic. Microscopic means it is very small. Microscopic, small, needs to be seen under microscope. It is also called as female reproductive cell or gamete. Each ovum is rounded and non-motile. Non-motile means it will not move. Sperms are motile. Ovum or plural of ovum is called ova. Ova is non-motile. And egg is compared to sperm. Egg is bigger than the sperm. So today we have discussed about human male reproductive system and in humans female reproductive system and their structure we have discussed. In the next class I will be dealing with what is fertilization and how does the development of embryo take place. We will discuss in the next class. Thank you children.